he goes, the man from Great Britain. What a spectacular comeback within the race after that 5-meter penalty at the sled pull. Michael Sandbach. This is the day. We all hope he's going to put it all together. He's got his head in the game. He looks around. What a motivational boost for the man from Great Britain. Michael Sandbach, without a doubt, the best wall balls I've seen from him. But he loses 30 seconds at the wall balls.
$247 really is about changing lives for me. This is not just clothes, this is way more.
I am Michael Sandbach, known as Sandy in the Hyrox space. I'm 38, I'm a Hyrox elite athlete, father and husband. Unpredictable. I don't think they will ever know which Sandy's going to show up. I knew I'd be world class after my first race, so I did my first race October 2021 in Birmingham. I turned up with literally no training whatsoever and came second. I thought from that moment, okay, well, you must naturally be good at this. And then I went all in from there, really. Before that, I was living in Hull in a caravan. I was working 7 days a week, 12-hour days on a gas plant. So I was an engineer on a gas plant working basically 12-hour days, 7 days a week. While I was in Hull, it was just working, so I didn't really get a chance to do any training. So that's why I knew I was good, because I was living in Hull in a caravan for 6 months, and I entered this race and came second.
We've been watching Michael Sandbach for a couple of years now, during his Hyrox come up, should I say, and watching him get into the Elite 15 and this last season actually push to become second in the world. I think Michael, from an aspect of like family and fitness, he's got a lot of things going on. He's also got a full-time job, but him being from Manchester and us being from Manchester and the brand growing in this way, and Hyrox being probably, I'd say, the #1 sport in where we're growing with 247, he just seemed like the perfect athlete to bring on board.
I got offered quite a good job in the Middle East in Doha because I'm an engineer. So, a bit crazy, but we like to live our life on the edge. Me and my wife decided to sell everything, rent the house out. We just thought, if we don't do this now, we probably never will. And yeah, it started off great. And then basically within a month of being there, I had a massive argument to do with my boss there, like really heated. I knew this wasn't going to work because it was one of them arguments that you just don't really recover from. So then trying to train in the heat, which was another thing, and then having to fly 7 hours plus to each race was another thing. I lost one of my sponsors along the way because the travel costs were just getting too high. And yeah, the last 12 months in Doha was just very, very difficult. Got to a point where I couldn't carry on anymore. I said to my wife, I need to leave. So we sold everything there. We'd only been there 10 months at this point. Arranged flights home. This was 3 weeks out from the World Championships in Nice. I moved in with my mum, who's got severe dementia, so that wasn't easy. She has carers that come around multiple times a day, but I just, for the 3 weeks up to Nice, I just lived at my mum's with her up to the World Championships. I had 3 weeks of training to do. To do that, living at my mum's house with my wife and son, like over an hour away. I didn't get to see them that much. But yeah, that's basically the last 12 months, and then obviously up to the race. Well, that's a different story, the race. I was very confident going into the race. I don't think many people backed me just because, like the Vienna race where I didn't finish, I knew I was fit going into it, but I'd been through a lot of shit before then with the move from Doha, like, which was far from ideal, like moving country, living at my mum's, living out of a suitcase, you know, trying to find a new running track, and the month build up was far from good, but I did certain workouts where I tested myself just to see what shape I was in, and I did some workouts and I knew I was in good shape still, even with all the stress and stuff going on. And so yeah, I got to Nice feeling surprisingly good considering the stuff I've gone through, and I just thought, just give it absolutely everything. Someone that's willing to go to that place that isn't nice, that place which is basically that you end up in a Hyrox race anyway, but it's the competitor that's willing to go there the fastest as possible. I'm willing to take myself to that horrible place within a minute of the race. To make a great competitor, you need to be willing to suffer, and suffer the most. Hyrox is basically, your highs are seriously high and the lows are seriously low. Like, some amazing pinnacle moments were like when me and Tim broke the world record for doubles, and we got the first ever sub 50-minute Hyrox. That was in Amsterdam. I even got it tattooed there at the time because I knew it was the first ever.
And the next two, your world record champions, the fastest Hyrox athletes in history.
So that was like euphoric for me. It was an amazing moment. And then there's many lows, you know. Just for me, there's probably been more lows just with sort of races not turning out how they should be. Yeah, I'm very well known for like not finishing races. I've been on world record pace before at certain races and then just dropped out. I've been on world record pace and like I've had an injury. So, you know, the feelings after dropping out of a race are just horrendous. Just put it in short, basically, just super highs and then super lows as well. I had a lot of fun after the World Champs. I don't think I'm like most of the other elites like that. When I have like an off season, I really do. I enjoy beer. I enjoy a lot of fast food. So like, I just let myself into oblivion. I'll be honest. Like for about a week after, probably put on about 6 kilos. But I always do that. I think I raced around 91, 92. I got home, I was 97. So that's just how I do it. And then I didn't train much at all after that. I went to Portugal with my wife and son. We always do that after the Worlds, just because it's just been so traumatic leading up to that, and I've just been like this grumpy, hangry robot for like 2 months leading up to that, because I'm like in a calorie deficit nearly every day, and just like I'm training so much, it's just so hard for all of us. So we went on a nice family holiday. This is my protein porridge. I'll make a hell of a protein porridge. Oats, banana, chia seeds, cinnamon, banana, honey, whey, chocolate whey. It is beautiful. I don't think protein doesn't blend in porridge very well, but this stuff really does.
Magic secret?
Yeah, send design away. No?
Don't cook it.
Don't cook it. Cook the porridge and
What's
bring it
the
off, and then keep the porridge quite watery, liquidy, and then it blends perfect. You tasted that now. Oh, it is the shizzle. Bring it up.
Like insane.
You taught me it. Lottie taught me it. I used to have my protein in like a smoothie. Sometimes I like to mix it up because I live such a boring, repeatable, methodical life.
This is how you get kicked.
This is how I get my I mix my porridge up. Oh, I think you have to use protein powder.
The amount that you need to have.
Yes.
Meat that would be.
Yeah, it's a lot. That's 27 grams of honey. That breakfast, 750 calories. And it's 49 grams of protein, 107 grams of carbs, 17 grams of fats.
Boom.
Boom. The last literally month or so, I was working full time doing this, so I was trying to basically working 40-hour weeks while training for circa 20 hours. And on top of that, while trying to be a dad and a husband and just all the other life stresses, and it's just so hard. Just with the growth of Hyrox now, with the sponsorships and the attention I'm getting, it's allowed me now to just go full time at this. Morning. Morning. That small village, we sort of seem to know everyone here. Here we go.
247 is just a group of people that I really align to in terms of how they're pushing the boundaries with their lives and with their sport and whatever it is they choose to do, whether that's running across America or winning Hyrox championships whilst maintaining a job and a family, and like really just pushing the boundaries of athleticism whilst maintaining real life. Like, these guys aren't specifically an endurance athlete or a track athlete. They're just like being able to do things that inspire people to be able to do anything, really.
Full speed ahead. Come on. Let's go. Quicker. Quicker. Come on. Yeah.
On a mission, to me, basically means being sort of best version of myself, be disciplined every day and having no regrets looking back sort of at my life. So yeah, like my mission statement would be just be the best version of me. The brand just has blown up in the Hyrox space. Honestly, I love the brand, the quality of it, the goods is amazing. I just love it. The teams, the team of guys, self Jake, everyone's like been great. Couldn't be happier with this brand for sure. The 247 section for the running and the gym wear, it's out of this world. My statement for the Hyrox season is I'm going to be world champion 2025. That's my statement.
What should happen?